All right, let's change it up. We're going to create a sphere, but we're going to do it backwards. We're going to be creating the highlights instead of the shadows. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use vine charcoal. I'm going to cover my entire paper, and I'm going to smooth it out with a tissue. Now that I have a nice tone in my paper, I'm going to redraw my circle. I can't see my lines extremely well. If you're having trouble, you might want to retrace your circle. You're going to have to remind yourself that you're creating the highlights instead of the shadows. I'm going to use an eraser here, and I'm going to start taking some of the pigment off of the paper to create my highlights. This is where I want the light to be hitting my sphere, so I'm going to take off most of the pigment right there. I'm going to create gray values along the sphere. What I'm looking for is a nice highlight. I'm going to add some midtones, which are the gray areas. I'm taking all the pigment off of the table area so I can create a nice cast shadow onto the table. And then I'm going to go in and add some more darks, but you do need to be sure that you include a highlight, some midtones, a cast shadow, which is a shadow I'm making right now, and then a core shadow, which will be on the object. That should be the darkest area. You're going to end up going back and forth between the eraser and the vine charcoal. The vine charcoal is very soft and it comes off really easily. After I have a nice good base, I'm going to spray it with the fixative so the color doesn't come off anymore. I'm going to go over it with a much harder charcoal, which will leave a much blacker pigment onto it. All right, your turn. Have fun.